This is the recording of my learner from grade 5.
One Moment at Recess by Grace S. Ponce. I was 10 in the morning at Mabuhay Elementary School. It's time to take a snack. It was recess time. Pupils are lined up waiting for their turns to go inside the canteen. Out the crowd, Joselito came down at the beach just looking around to kids eating and some are playing. He had no money to buy something because his father did not review his salary yet. His mother told him to have a heavy breakfast from him to pull until lunchtime. While waiting for the time to pass by, he suddenly saw 50 pesos on the ground. He said to himself, if he spends this money, I will be able to have lots to eat for recess. But he knows that is not the right thing to do. So he goes to their classroom and asks for help from his advisor to find the owner of that money. It so happens that one of his classmates, Irene, was crying at the corner of their classroom because she lost her money. Joselito asked Irene how much she lost. 50 pesos, said Irene. Joselito gave the 50 pesos that he saw Irene said, I think it's ours. Irene was so thankful to Joselito. As a form of the appreciation, she told Joselito to go to the canteen with her and they shared snack for recess. Joselito was grateful that because of his honesty, he was able to enjoy his recess time. One Moment at Recess by Grace S. Ponce.
The learner initially said is instead of s but then successfully corrected himself.
I was 10 in the morning
He said I instead of it.
at Mabuhay Elementary School. It's time to take a snack. It was recess time. Pupils are lined
He mispronounced pupils as pupilis.
up waiting for their turns to go inside the canteen.
He said it instead of in and then mispronounced waiting as waitning.
Out the crowd,
He omitted off.
Joselito came down
He mispronounced seems as sim.
at the beach just looking around to kids eating and some are playing.
The learner substitute bench with beach. Then the learner said to instead of the.
He had no money to buy something
Something was mispronounced something.
because his father did not review his salary yet.
Father was mispronounced father. The word receive was substituted with review.
His mother told him to have a heavy breakfast.
Have is mispronounced have. Heavy mispronounced as heavy. And breakfast mispronounced as breakfast.
From him to pull until lunchtime.
The word be is omitted.
While waiting for the time to pass by,
While is mispronounced as will.
he suddenly saw 50 pesos on the ground.
The word suddenly was substituted with sadly, and so with say. The word 50 is mispronounced as 50.
He said to himself,
Himself is mispronounced as himself.
if he spent this money,
The learner mispronounced the word I as E and this as this.
I will be able to have.
The word able was misread as able and have as have for the second time.
Lots to eat for recess. But he knows that is not right thing to do.
The learner omitted the words it and the. He then mispronounced the word thing as thing.
So he goes to their classroom and asks for help.
The learner misread the word asks as ask. Then the learner initially said have instead of help, but then eventually corrected himself.
From his advisor to find the owner of that money.
The learner mispronounced the word advisor as advisor and the word find as find.
It so happens that one of his classmates.
The learner mispronounced the word happens as happiness and then misread the word classmates as classmate.
Irene was crying at the corner of their classroom because she lost her money. Joselito asked Irene how much she lost.
For the second time, the learner misread the word asks as ask. Irene was mispronounced as Aaron. She was misread as he.
The 50 pesos, said Irene.
The learner said it instead of its. For the second time, the learner mispronounced the name Irene, but now he said Irene.
Joselito give the 50 pesos that
The word gives is misread as give.
he saw. Irene said, I think it's ours.
The learner omitted the word to. Irene is misread as Irene for the third time. He then substituted the word and with the. The learner misread the word eats as eat and then substituted the word yours as ours.
Irene was so thankful to Joselito.
Irene was mispronounced again for the fourth time as Irene. He then repeated so, then mispronounced the word thankful as thankful.
As a form of the appreciation.
The learner mispronounced the word form as form, then said the instead of her.
She told Joselito to go to the canteen
The learner omitted the word to.
with her and they shared snack for recess.
The learner misread the word shared as shirt, then mispronounced the word snacks as snack.
Joselito was grateful that because of his honesty,
The learner mispronounced the word grateful as grateful.
he was able to enjoy his recess time.
The learner then again mispronounced the word able as able.